Good morning. Thanks for joining me for day 22 of your Advent calendar of tips for dealing with severe morning sickness and Hyperemesis Gravidarum during the Christmas season. If we haven't met yet, then I've been here every day since the 1st of December at 10 o'clock offering a daily coping strategy for you, just to make your day a little bit easier. Little tips and tasks every day that you can integrate into your daily life when you're feeling really low, and if you're suffering with vomiting or severe nausea, just things to help you through. So for example, like affirmations, I can do this, I can cope with anything. We've covered guided visualizations, we've covered some aromatherapy, we've covered all sorts of things. And the idea of this Advent calendar is to help you get through your suffering of morning sickness, severe morning sickness and hyperemesis, moment by moment and day by day, rather than in weeks and trimesters, which seem very, very daunting when you're struggling just to get through that particular moment or day. So so if we haven't met before, I'm Michelle, and I've got two lovely, gorgeous boys, Isaac and Xavier, who are 8 and 4. However lovely they are, they cause me severe suffering during my pregnancies, and that's why I'm now dedicated through my work to helping pregnant women successfully cope with severe morning sickness and Hyperemesis Gravidarum. And my wish for you for this Christmas is to have the best Christmas possible. So we've covered all sorts, as I said, of different techniques, but different topics as well, such as getting some downtime and like coping with the shopping and the presents, present buying, wrapping, the hosting and entertaining side of Christmas, the socialising, which has actually been a bit easier this year due to the pandemic situation that we're in. But yeah, lots of different topics have been covered every day, and these can be watched back again. So today we're going to be reviving tired feet or hands. During pregnancy, it's really common for the legs, for your joints to become puffy and swollen due to fluid retention, particularly on the ankles, knees, in the legs and in the wrists. Thankfully, I didn't actually suffer with this as part of my suffering. I had plenty of other things other than my severe morning sickness, such as severe digestion and really bad heartburn, like so severe that I couldn't actually lie down at all. I had to sleep sitting up and had half the sofa in my bed, and digestive problems. But that was so thankfully I didn't suffer with the swelling of my joints. But it's something I see very frequently in my pregnancy massage clients. I also am a massage therapist as well, so I see I specialise in pregnancy massage, and there are several reasons for this swelling and fluid retention, such as extra weight of your baby affecting your blood flow to your legs, and your body holding more water and more blood than usual during pregnancy, because your body's trying to get circulation to the baby, so it generates more blood. So there are ways that you can help reduce the swelling, such as avoiding standing for too long, and avoid standing up for long periods, and also putting your feet up as much as you can. Now, I'm hoping that you're being able to do this anyway and get some rest, get plenty of rest when you're feeling really, really bad. But yeah, try and get your feet up as much as possible. And take gentle exercise as well, such as walking or swimming. Even if it's just like a gentle walk around the block or around your garden, if you can manage it, just to try and get the circulation going. When you're walking around, you're actually sort of like acting as an extra pump to help your heart, like bring all the fluid back up your legs and or back up your arms, to keep that circulation fresh. And also, limiting salty foods in your diet can help as well. I don't know what kind of eating habits you're in at the moment, but if you are like I was, then you probably can't really keep much down, and you possibly don't fancy a lot. And the only thing I could really eat and stomach was very starchy, carby things such as potatoes and bread, toast and things. But bread does have a lot of salt in it as well, so it's all a bit of a balancing act, isn't it? But if you're keeping something down, then that's brilliant. If you're eating something, then that's just great. So don't worry too much about the limiting salty stuff. Just a note: it's important to know that if you do have any abnormal swelling, that if it gets worse or if it's painful or anything, then just speak to your midwife or GP just to double check that it's not anything else other than this fluid retention. It's called edema. OEDEMA. Edema. So you may be wondering what all of this like swelling, water retention has to do with morning sickness, severe morning sickness and hyperemesis. Well, it doesn't directly affect your sickness. I appreciate that. However, it can be very uncomfortable. And if you've been suffering with nausea and vomiting persistently, then you may find that you're more prone to the swelling due to inactivity. So obviously when you're not feeling well, you're a lot slower and you're sleeping more potentially, you're resting more, you're just not able to cope with running around as much as you would normally. And so that leads us to today's task, really. It's something relaxing, something to help your circulation, and just something hopefully to take your mind off the nausea. And so we're going to do a little hand massage, but this can be replicated on the feet too. I just didn't really want to get my feet out on a live video. A friend of mine says that I was last in line in the toe queue. It's just easier to show you on my hand. As I said, just replicate that on feet, or you can watch this later and get somebody to massage your hands or feet. Something to note here is when you're doing a foot massage, you need to avoid the area around your the back of your heel and your ankle bones. And the reason this is if you can reach your feet still, of course, and that's why you might need somebody else to do a massage on you. What was I saying? Yes, you need to avoid the area around the ankle bones and the back of the heel. The reason being that these are reflexology points linked to the female reproductive system. So you want to avoid those points because we don't want any problems there. And likewise, the area on your hand between the thumb and the index finger is a place to avoid as well. He's got a message come up. It's a place to avoid when you're massaging, because that's actually also linked to the female reproductive in acupressure. So you can use a little bit of oil. I'm actually going to use a little bit of. I've got some sweet orange scented. It's like shea butter, like body butter. It's really lovely. Sweet orange is a nice oil for you to use during pregnancy. It's really refreshing and nourishing. Plus, it's actually quite Christmassy. I always think sweet orange is quite Christmassy. If you want any aromatherapy advice for pregnancy, by the way, then do feel free to message me or comment here, because I'm a qualified aromatherapist, so I'll be more than happy to help you with some oils, because there's a bit of controversy about which oils are safe during pregnancy. But yeah, for you, if you have any, you could use any like body cream that you're using at the moment that you're able to cope with the smell of. You could use a little bit of anything in the cupboard really that you've got, like olive oil. Just that you need a tiny bit of olive oil, or a bit of coconut oil is really nice. Obviously, just bear in mind that you might be a bit greasy afterwards, so just go careful touching surfaces. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the oil, the cream. I'm just going to start off, put it onto my hand, and I'm just going to gently, it's called effleurage. So you can do this with me now, or you can watch the video back later when you've got your oil ready. It's just a gentle massage of the hand there. And then I'm just going to work around the wrists with my thumb. I'm just going to show you on one hand now, but you can do the other hand a bit later. And then I'm just going to turn over. I'm just going to work around on the other side of the wrist. You might also find that you're suffering a little bit with carpal tunnel during pregnancy. It's quite common condition during pregnancy. So this is going to be a good massage as well for that. So you can just gently use your thumb and just slide up. And then we're just going to drag down. And if you were doing this on your foot, then you would go up towards the knee doing this. So what you're doing is actually draining the fluid off into your lymph nodes, either behind the knee or into your elbow. Okay, and then we're just going to open the hands, just going to slide out. On the bottom of the feet. You could do this as well. As I said, it depends on how pregnant you are and whether you can actually reach your feet. So this is a good opportunity to get your partners or kids involved. I'm just going to do the other side as well. And then just do some circles around. And then we're just going to gently circle the wrists. My wrists are clicking. Just going around 3 times each way. And just try and keep those fingers relaxed. And now we're just going to do thumb slides in between the bones of your hands. So sliding up. When you find the groove, that's the place you want. And it can be quite a firm pressure. And then we can move to the next groove. And then the next. And then, as I said earlier in this video, we're just going to avoid this area, as that's linked to the reproductive organs. And then we can go crisscross, cross, and we're just like zigzagging down. Probably feel crunching. Start again at the top. Let me know if you're watching and you're doing this with me now, or if you're planning on doing it later. Okay, and we're just going to bend the fingers back a bit, just to help with the mobility. And if you were doing this on your feet, then you would just pull the toes back. Everything I'm doing can be replicated on the feet. If you want me to show you a foot massage, then I will. Just not today. I'll show you another day. I'll do another video. Okay, and then we can just do thumbs, just like knuckling on there, around on the palm of the hand, and then just gentle effleurage again. And that is a little hand massage for you. So you can rewind, how old school am I? And just go back and watch this video again and just replicate this on the other hand as well. And you can do it on the feet. And that is the end of your little hand massage for today. I have plenty more massage tips, aromatherapy tips, relaxation tips in general, guided meditations, affirmations, all sorts. So do keep watching. And as I said, it's my mission as part of this Advent Calendar series is to help you have the best Christmas season possible. But watch this space, because it's my mission to help you through your suffering of severe morning sickness and hyperemesis. I suffered, and first time round was awful. Second time round was a lot easier because I practiced a lot of these techniques, and I've been training hard since. So I'm gonna lovingly leave you today. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do venture over to my brand new Facebook group, which is the Severe Morning Sickness and HG Collective. The link will be below in this post. And this is a group it's been created as a support network for pregnant women who are suffering. It's in its infancy, so we just need to spread the word. So if you have any friends at all who are suffering as well, then please do share as well. And I'll see you tomorrow we've only got 2 more days left of this Advent calendar. How exciting. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye.